Okay, I thought I'd just talk about this real briefly. I know people have done reviews on it for the past few weeks. I'm doing it as best I can while my mom's on the phone with my sister. Um, but a lot of people, when they did spoilers and non-spoilers situations for Iron Man 3, one of the things they talked about, and I believe kind of complained a little bit about, was the fact that the character of Pepper, one point during the movie, because Gwyneth, Gwyneth Paltrow, I think that's her name, mentioned that she gets to wear the Iron Man suit in the third one. And when she does, it's only for, as some people put it, like mainly almost feels like 10 seconds, if not less than a minute, if not a minute itself, before Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr., takes it back, or takes it off her and puts it on him. And a lot of people have kind of had a problem with that because throughout the rest of the movie, they said that she was never once put back into that suit. We had Rob Walker say that, at such a time in the film she better be back in the suit, but she wasn't. And I think I'm gonna, now even though I haven't seen the film and I want to see it someday, or at least somehow, let me explain why the Pepper Potts character, even just briefly, very briefly, was in the Iron Man suit. You see, even though Gwyneth teased that she was going to be in the Iron Man suit, there's a reason for that. You see, it's called fan service. You see, a lot of fans had been speculating, I think, ever since the second one, and I think Avengers, of whether or not we were, because in the second Iron Man, we got War Machine. Let's face it. We got War Machine in the second one. Alright? So everybody pretty much assumed who could be next. Well, people wanted the Mandarin as the villain. They sort of got that. But they also wanted somebody else, and that other somebody was Rescue. Rescue, who had appeared in in other issues of Iron Man. And Rescue is basically Pepper Potts in an Iron Woman suit. So anyway, fans have been speculating whether or not Rescue, Pepper Potts' Iron Woman or Iron Man persona, was going to make an appearance, and they've been speculating that, like I said, since the second one, since Avengers, and basically, even though it was just mainly like a brief tease, it's like, here she is, in the Iron Man suit. Here's Rescue, and even though it's just for a few moments, you had Rescue in the film. Now, the ending, of course, is questionable, because if a fourth movie is made, and it sounds like they want to try to make that happen, that teasing of Rescue, if you will, in the film, of Pepper Potts being in the Iron Man suit, if that's just a taste of what we could get with Iron Man 4, then I'll look forward to that, and I'm sure anybody else would. Because not only would you finally have Iron Man and War Machine, but you'd also have Rescue in there as well. Now, the storyline basically, when you hear exactly what's affecting people, when I first heard about the name, all I can say is it sounds like the name of the comics that, they're based off the motion comics movies that you can find on Netflix now. So it made me think, is this basically based around there? And apparently it is, but what I'll have to find out more when I see the film. But again, like I said, if a fourth film, but again, like I said, at the end, when she ends up being the one that takes care of business, if you know what I mean, and she's basically sort of recovering, she's healing up, she's restored, kind of back to herself. To me, this all is going to lead into, and like I said, with that brief tease of her in the Iron Man suit, according to many fans, this is going to be possibly a teasing of, hey, we have War Machine, we've had Iron Man, we just gave you a brief taste of what Pepper could be like in the Iron Man suit. Guess what? The fourth one will probably bring in her rescue persona, full squad. The Walker brothers, Doug and Rob, especially Doug, said they could have done something with her and the suit throughout the third film, but they chose not to. Like I said, you have that brief moment for, like many people say, it's like 10 minutes to a minute. 10 seconds to a minute. So, but that's why, to me, why Pepper Potts wore the Iron Man suit in the third film. Even though I haven't seen it, from what I've read and heard, she did wear it from what she said she was going to wear it. But the reason was to tease the fans with just a brief appearance of rescue in some form of capacity. So let me know what you guys think, if you agree with that, and I'll talk to you later.